Welcome back to Cooking in Kenzie's World. Today we will be making pretzel bites. For the pretzel bites you will need 1 quart of warm water, 1 1/3 cups of baking powder, a little bit of kosher salt or rock salt is better for the pretzels. You'll need 1 egg for the egg wash and pizza dough. This is a very simple recipe. First off, you're going to make your baking, first you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So, there we go. And so now you're going to make your baking soda bath. So you're going to put into a separate bowl, or you can put it straight into whatever bowl you have it in. But you're going to put 1 quart of water in. There we go. And you're going to put 1, I have it in this measuring cup, and so you're going to put 1 1/3 cup of baking powder. Alright, so you can now, just going to take a spoon to mix this up a little bit. The baking soda will make like this liquid, solid kind of stuff at the bottom, which that is totally fine. Alright, so now I'm using a pizza cutter to cut my dough, but you can use anything. I'm going to kind of flatten this out. My favorite thing to do is just wiggle it like that. Alright, so we can rip pieces. Alright, so I'm going to kind of have pieces. So I'm going to churn this. And you're just going to cut it into bite-sized pieces. So and I forgot to say, I kept saying baking powder for this, but it is baking soda. So I'm just gonna cut these up into these small pieces, and as you go, you can kind of shape them, but it doesn't really matter what shape they're in. You can make them circles, stars, anything. You're gonna put them into your baking soda bath I'm gonna put mine in for basically as long as it takes me to cut these up. The last ones I'll leave them in for a little longer, and then I'll take the other ones out. So as you cut them, you can just place them in the bath. So if I cut up another one, just place them in. They won't really touch each other because once this mixture goes on them, they kind of get slippery, so they don't really stick. So it doesn't matter where they go, just put them all in there. And I'm going to cut the rest of this and then put it in here, and I'll be back when all of this is cut. Okay, so now we have all of my pieces of dough in my baking soda bath, and they've been soaking for about a minute to a minute and a half. So now you're just going to take each one out. You can kind of form them to shape and put them on your pan. So let's see, maybe this will be a little longer. You can do different sizes. So grab this. I'm just gonna make sure it's not gonna drip. Alright, and I will be back when these are all on my pan. Okay, so now we're going, well, you have them on your pan, obviously, as you can see. Next, you're going to crack 1 egg into your bowl. So, 1 egg, and then I'm going to trash next to me. Okay, and now you're going to take a fork and you're going to beat an egg. And what that means is you're going to just kind of go in a motion where you're going like this. and beat the egg, and I'll show you what it looks like when the egg is all beat. So this does not take long. Just quickly beat it all up. There we go. So it's just, can't really show you, but it's just beat. If you don't know what beat means, just ask your parents. Next, you're going to take, I have this little brush thing. If you have something similar or something that would work like this, looks like a paintbrush, but it's for cooking. And you're gonna dip it into your egg wash, just go what that's gonna be. And you're just gonna brush it on each one. And I like to put them close to each other in case it drips, but it usually doesn't if I wait a second. So let me just do all of these and then I will be right back. Okay, so now all of my pretzel bites have egg on them. So you can just make sure that they all are nice and covered. Then you're going to take your salt, your kosher salt or rock salt. It's the best for pretzels. And pour a little bit in. Yeah, it's good enough. If you have extras, you can always pour it back into your container. Don't spill it everywhere. So then you're going to just sprinkle the salt on them. Now you kind of want, not a lot, but not too little of this on there because that's what makes it super good. So you're going to do all these until you make sure they all have the salt on them. And again, if you have extras, you can put them back in this container. And I recommend putting it in a smaller or large bowl or cup to make sure, well, it's just easier to pinch it out of, and that's all I'm doing is pinching and putting a little bit on to my pretzel bites because this is a really important step. So now I will finish putting all of this salt, very salty, on to my pretzel bites, and I will be back to let you know what to do next. Okay, so I have all of my salt on there. One of them actually put a lot of salt on it. It's very salty, but you know what? That's okay. So now you're gonna very carefully carry your pretzel bites over to your oven. This should be preheated to 350 degrees. And you put these in. And those are going to be in to 14 to 18 minutes. But you really just want to watch until they're golden brown on top, and that's when you take them out and make sure they're all cooked. You can always put them back in. So don't think it has to be for that full 14 to 18 minutes, just until they're nice and golden brown. I will see you back then. Okay, so now all of our stuff is ready to come out of the oven. Mine was about, let's see, like maybe, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 minutes. It was 14 about that. I know that. Whoops. I almost moved the rack out, but that's okay. So now those are my pretzel bites. That's what they should look like when you take them out, or something like that. I'm gonna put my gloves over. So you're gonna take these off the pan. Obviously, you can put them in a container or something, and you can serve these with ketchup and mustard, whatever you want. These are a great side dish for whatever you're having for your meal tonight. So be sure to make these and check out the rest of my videos. I have a goal for you guys. I want you to try and get this video to 20 likes. Okay? So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.